man can dream.
I mean, men dream of anime titties, and you're not allowed to do with those anymore.
Yeah, you can't even say that anymore, dude. You get shadow banned.
My bad.
But yeah, so no more RuneFest, but I mean, I'm not really surprised there.
I'm not either.
So what are you doing? You never even told me what you're actually doing in the freaking land of RuneScape.
I am crafting runes.
Oh my gosh, you're really gaming.
I'm actually doing things that I should have been doing forever ago. The chat says, "Oh, anime titties."
I have not heard that name in centuries.
Yes, I'm sure you haven't. I'm sure you have stayed away.
Dude, no, I have. I actually did. I uploaded one not too long ago, but it was heavily edited. I don't know if you watched it or not.
It was heavily, like, you spent longer editing the video than you did making
like, my dumb face was over, like, the whole thing.
Oh, man.
It was funny, though. Dude, actually, though, I am starting a new series tomorrow, so it'll already have been out by the time this podcast goes up. But I want you to try to guess what you think it could be. It is a cartoonish game. It is a...
it's a cartoonish game. Go ahead, keep going.
It's family friendly.
It's... Okay, well, there went all 27 of my guesses.
Okay, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Cartoonish, family friendly.
That Dragon Ball Z porn game you played.
No, I said family friendly.
Oh.
But close. Okay, it's Nintendo.
Mario?
Yes, but which one?
Sunshine.
Yeah, you got it. Got that quick, dude.
I know you, bro.
Yeah, you freaking do. So you're so that's gonna be. I've recorded like the first 3 episodes today, dude, and it was so much fun. I'm so excited for that. It's hard to play on the freaking. I'm so not used to it though. But one thing, I was gonna say. I don't know. I just lost my whole train of thought. But yeah, I know. I freaking already. It's too early, right? So that's gonna be exciting. I want to talk about what I was doing. You're rune crafting. I'm killing dragons for more bones for prayer experience because I'm only 54 and you need like what 70 for piety, which is insane. So
a shit ton.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I have done this before on the grind, but I don't think it really matters if I do the same thing because I don't think they're really. I think this is mostly just background noise for people that do watch this. So.
Mostly, yeah. I would like to imagine. I hope they're not waiting on bated breath as to what we're doing.
Dude, speaking of waiting,
I feel bad for them.
Speaking of waiting for super hot drops, dude, did you see the PS5 controller?
Bro, okay, let me PS5 controller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually pull this up while I talk about it.
Please do, because I want you to see the naming scheme, which is I think hilarious.
I don't know what the naming scheme is.
You don't know? You haven't heard the name of it yet?
No, what is it?
Oh my gosh, it's called the DualSense.
DualSense? What is it? DualSense?
It senses duels. Dueling. It's a dueling thing, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's coming back in a big way.
Senses duels.
Yeah, dude. You put it on your wrist like those dueling discs, you know?
Oh, bro, that's how you play the new games. Oh, dude, I'm down.
It actually looks pretty kind of cool. If they have like different colors, though, I'm not a huge fan of white, but I'll get it if it's only in white. I don't really freaking care.
Okay, so like, let me tell you about this new controller, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if anyone. Let me put this in my chat real quick. Because like.
Oh, look at you being a good host. He's streaming right now, boys and girls. Make sure to check him out on what? Where'd you check him out at?
Twitch.tv/NecroCircus. That's NecroCircus with a 0.
Nice. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But my first thought when I saw this controller was, first off, it looks massive.
It does look really big. I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Like, it looks like an Xbox controller, which, good on them, because maybe they learned that the Xbox had the superior controller, right?
I think that which is funny that you say that, because that's like one of the few things that like every person agrees on, is that Xbox has the better controller. So I'm glad to hear you be on the good side of things there.
Yeah, I mean
the PlayStation controller is fine.
It's just small.
Yeah.
I feel like it's made for baby man hands.
And I mean, like, the touchscreen is unnecessary, I think, because nobody uses it.
I mean, yeah.
You just put buttons.
You're right.
But then again, I mean, if you look at the Switch, I mean, the freaking gamepad is the controller there. So, well, I guess you can dock it and use them. Dock.
That's true.
So, I mean,
I am not a controller conformist. All right, chat.
As long as it's not. Are they judging you over there?
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, true. I mean, as long as it's not VR, I'm down. Because VR, as we've talked about before, is garbage.
You know, that is one thing that we actually didn't talk about. This is kind of a subject on the fly. But that new, what was it? That new VR game.
Alex? Half-Life?
Alex, yeah.
That's because I don't care about it.
It's true. But, like, have you seen any videos on it?
I've heard people say it's, like, really, really good.
It looks alright. I haven't played it or anything like that. I probably never will, but...
Did you ever play any of the Half-Life games?
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither. I played Half-Life 2 when it came out on the orange box, but that was it. I never played the first one or anything. Mm-hmm.
See, I could never get into...
I played Portal.
Get into it. Of course you did.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, because I have glasses and I'm a smart boy.
First off, I'm big brain. You're small, stinky
I'm
brain.
small. I know. I'm a small, sneaky brain. But that's besides the point. What about Team Fortress 2? Did you ever play Team Fortress 2? You're a shooter guy.
I did play TF2.
Was that good?
Portal's in my all-time top 5 games ever.
What?
I don't know if I'd do that either.
Portal?
So Portal has its place, right? But like the first Portal, let's be honest, was awful.
Oh, I wouldn't say awful, but
Oh, see, I hate puzzles. I can't even stand like why am I going to play a game to hurt my head?
it's the challenge. It's like for FPSs, you know, the whole thing is I gotta tactically shoot this man in the head. Except, you know, it's just, you know, the pacifist version.
Oh, bro. You see that's it right there, the pacifist version. You get that pussy shit out of here.
Dude, that's right. I mean, dude, that's because... Speaking of that really quick, did you ever play the new Modern Warfare remaster yet?
Dude, I'm not going to play it.
Why?
I refuse to give them money because they didn't release a full game.
But are they like pricing it at a full game?
You know, to be honest, I haven't looked because I'm so upset that they didn't release the multiplayer.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't even looked.
You're a child.
You're right. I'm a child who has access to alcohol.
Are you drinking right now, boy?
I am, boy.
Oh my gosh, that's illegal. You're only 30.
First off, how dare you add two?
He's
two
not
years
30.
onto
He's
my
not
age.
30. I'm kidding.
I am a young, spry 28.
Hey, that's not... I mean, I'm almost 25, dude, in like 2 months.
Hey, hot.
No, it's not. I'm a quarter-century old man playing RuneScape.
27, baby, let's go.
But yeah, I think we went on a huge tangent there, but the PS5 controller, I mean, it looks cool, I guess.
The PS5 controller does look good. I think they learned. And let's be honest, the PS5, the only place it was really lacking was its controller game.
Yeah, and
its controller is really, really good, but I think there was room for improvement, and it looks like that they took the criticisms and actually did that. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here. It's always subject to change, although it'd be real late to change it now.
Yeah, that's awful late. But then again, I mean, there's the people that think the consoles are going to get pushed back in general, so maybe they will and they'll have time to change it. Who freaking knows, dude?
That could be too. I mean, pushing back the controllers would not be a good financial decision, I don't think. But
yeah, because that'd be a lot of change and money to throw. I mean, everything's getting pushed back now. I mean, like they pushed back Last of Us. I think they said that they were pushing back Cyberpunk too. I think a lot of major games.
Oh my God, are they really?
I think. I don't know for sure. I know Last of Us 2 for sure, but I think Cyberpunk is talking about getting pushed back as well indefinitely.
God damn it, man.
I know, man. It's because...
That actually pisses me off.
You might want to check. I don't know if that might have just been a rumor at the time, but that's what I heard. And it's unfortunate, but I think it's going to start happening to a lot of games that are planning to release in this summer, timeline because of this whole thing. And I think it's just because, they don't want to release it during a time, which, I understand, but it still sucks, but...
Yeah, it does suck. It'll do what it is. And to answer my chat's question, they asked, is there a price on the PS5 controller because it looks expensive, which is a good question.
Wouldn't it just be bundled with the PS5?
Originally, yeah.
Oh, you're talking like buying extras.
PS5. But if you were to buy extras, as of right now, it looks like that they're makes the whole console bundle look closer to $599. You're right, it does. It could.
Ugh,
But
$600.
Yeah, we talked about the console prices, didn't we already?
Yeah, and the potential of them, if they were more expensive than previous generations, would you pay for it still?
Yeah, and that could be another subject that we may touch on again. But as of right now, the list price for the controller is $64.99.
Oh my god! I mean, that's not. I mean, I think a brand new controller right now is $60. So I think that's
on Amazon where it's telling me you saved $6. So
$70 for a controller.
Yeah,
That's so insane, man.
That's crazy.
Ugh. But I mean, we had a feeling. Yeah. So.
But yeah, dude, it's gonna be wild. Being that expensive is almost. It almost is gonna be a deal breaker for some people. I mean, we're at the point now where if you're honestly willing to pay that kind of money, why have you not made the jump to like a PC? You know what I mean? Like even for a console, and we talked about this before, where we talked about the consoles versus PCs, where the console people are more of just for the convenience.
Exactly. Yep.
And that makes total sense to me, and I get that. But
are you freaking kidding me? Sorry, this guy just stole my kill.
If your console is going to be $600-$700, you know, you can get a pretty decently working PC for that, and why would you not? I mean, you could do so much more stuff on your PC as opposed to your
asshole
console. So, you know, that's just my thought.
Yeah,
and
like
upgrade it later. Exactly.
Like you said, consoles are literally just for the convenience. You plug it in, it's good to go.
It's a plug and play, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm of the mind that all gamers are gamers together, where there's no real war.
For sure.
And if there is, you have a problem. Like, get over it. Now, I may make jokes here and there, but, you know, it's all in good fun. It's not a real thing.
Well, I mean, and I prefer one over the other, but that doesn't mean I hate the other one. I mean, I still have them all because
like you won't discredit the other one because... Yeah. So, that's just my thought. I do think that maybe if the price points get much higher, it's going to be a problem.
I do too, especially with the, the whole, epidemic going on right now. That could essentially even skyrocket the price if, they become, scarce or something.
Exactly, and I'm afraid that they're going to throttle every little bit of money that they can. But time will tell.
Yep.
We're not for sure yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, they won't do anything like that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, hey, you know what? That might be what my Trump bucks go to, is the new PS5.
Your Trump bucks?
Yeah, my Corona bucks or whatever.
My Corona.
So I mean, we'll see. Like you said, we did talk about this before, but what would be your limit to a console price? Like when the new PS5 drops, if it's $600, are you dropping that on day one?
I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it.
That's a lot of money. That's more than half of $1,000.
Yeah, I will not buy a console that is $600.
Do you remember when the PS3 first released and it was almost like it was so much money? People were robbing stores for them and everything. Do you remember all that?
Oh no, I remember. It was insane. I remember because I was gonna buy 4 of them and sell them on eBay because there was a shortage.
Oh, you scalper.
Bro, don't judge me.
There's a special. Dude, I'm judging.
Look, I'm here to make a quick buck.
Dude.
Xbox One was $500 with Kinect. I know, right?
Yeah, I know because I bought one.
Yeah, the Kinect. Okay, let's.
There's a sucker born every day.
Yeah, there's a sucker born every day. Exactly. Bro, the Kinect.
Yeah. AKA the $100 paperweight.
Yeah, the $100 paperweight where they could spy on you. I remember when that was a big deal, where they were like, "Yo, technically, they could see through your Kinect if they wanted to."
Dude.
And I just kept telling everybody, "Look, if Bill Gates wants to see some of my sex moves, he can take
Dude,
notes."
Microsoft saw some nasty stuff go down in my room. That's all I'm saying.
Some nasty shit. It was gross. I'm talking just.
But yeah, dude, I bought the Xbox One, not day one, but the first, iteration where it came bundled with the Kinect, and it was $500, and yeah, it came with the Kinect, and I never used it one time, and then they released the Xbox One S, which is just smaller or whatever, and I bought one of those as well, so they got me twice, but
They got me twice.
But it's red and it's Gears of War themed. And when you turn it on, it goes.
So oh, that is hot. What is he? I was so hyped when they first introduced the concept for 360. It was called Project Natal.
Oh my gosh.
Man, they should stick to making consoles and not naming things.
Yeah. They need to get a separate team for that.
Yeah, the next one's gonna be Project Anal. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, dude. But so we were talking about, Sony and their biggest mistakes ever in their existence. They pushed back Last of Us 2. We talked about that last episode of the grind.
Oh my god.
But now they're even issuing refunds for the pre-orders.
They're issuing refunds for the pre-orders of Last of Us 2. Are you joking?
Yeah, because the game's not coming out, and they're like, don't ever know when it is at this point in time.
That's what I mean. So at this point, they're just like, yeah, look, fuck it.
Which is
you can have your money.
It's so scary, man, because they're like, we don't know. Maybe the game. I mean, what if it never comes out, dude?
Dude, that's so hurtful. That hurts my soul, bro.
I mean, the only solace you can take is the fact that Neil Druckmann, the guy that produced the game, is like, it's almost done, guys. It's just it's not the right time. So hopefully, once this thing kind of passes over, because he said hopefully the delay won't be long, and I mean I kind of take his word for that. Hopefully it won't be and maybe it won't get delayed at all. Maybe if this whole thing blows over by tomorrow, they'll go back to the release schedule.
Yeah, true. And my chat just said, yeah, we're going to end up getting Elder Scrolls 6 first, or Half-Life 3.
Oh, dude. Okay, well, first of all, Half-Life 3 is never happening, unfortunately, as much as I want to believe. But Elder Scrolls 6, I mean, all we got was a trailer of the intro screen. It just, the title flashed. That was it.
Bro, that's all I needed to get my jimmies all in it, Russell.
I'll
tell you what, my pants were moist.
What's his name? Todd Howard? Is that the guy that makes he's the head dude there?
We don't speak his name.
He's just
my chat.
I got these boys, and check this out. I got him. You ready for this? Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, give me it! And then nerds throw their wallets at him, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's and you're right. And just like my chat said, it was a pretty bad teaser for a AAA game that literally could just be like, oh.
It's what they did for Kingdom Hearts 3. They were just like, hey, essentially we're working on it. Okay, that's all they wanted to let you know. They probably announced it way too early. We're probably not gonna get. It's definitely gonna be a next gen console game. So.
Oh, absolutely. It's
set in stone.
And see, Kingdom Hearts 3 just took absolutely too long for what the game was.
Well, it's not even that. It's just they just announced it way too early. If they would have just waited a year or two, it wouldn't have been so bad.
And see, I agree with you. Although if they would have waited till now, was around the time that we're talking of now, it would have been an issue, and they would have to push it back farther.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, I guess it's a double-edged sword.
It is definitely that, especially for them, because no one trusts them on release dates.
Who, Square Enix, or just Sony in general?
Yes.
Fair. I mean, any major game you can expect to get pushed back at some point anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, true. And again, Animal Crossing is the game that's bringing the world together.
Yes, the holy matrimony of peace and refuge.
Yeah, and again, chat coming up with great points tonight is it had the perfect release timing. It almost makes one think that maybe they're behind the.
When did Nintendo's based out where again?
Yeah, wait, where's Nintendo from?
Insert the what's that one Criminal Minds theme song?
I could play it, but I don't want to look for it.
So yeah, I mean, and we were talking about earlier when we kind of jumped into it with RuneFest getting canceled, which was no big surprise. E3, they were talking about doing some sort of digital conference. People were like, why don't they just do all the releases on the computer? And they are actually kind of talking about that. It's not. It's kind of more so just rumored right now, but either in the later months coming up or early 2021, they're kind of thinking about doing some sort of revival, which would be interesting. I mean, me and you both essentially just watched E3 all on live streams anyway, right?
Yeah, we do. And I think it would be cool for maybe us to do on maybe my live stream, and you could record it and just kind of do a live
reaction
with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I think a revival would be cool. But yeah, E3 for the foreseeable future, I think, is gone for a bit.
I do unfortunately agree.
I think that if they do bring it back, they're going to have to switch up how they do things. Because let's be honest here, it's getting stale.
Mm,
Yeah, exactly. And my chat says they were already dying, and I agree. They were dying slowly.
yeah, that was the general, like, everybody was thinking, like, you know what, it's because nobody showed up anymore, because they're like, oh, frig this, I'm going to just stay home and watch it. Why would I go to a big sweaty convention with a bunch of other nerds?
Yeah, why do I want to go to a convention and smell BO like it's a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or something?
When I get,
Or a Smash Ultimate tournament, you know?
yeah,
I mean,
when I can just watch it at home for free.
exactly. Like, I ain't trying to go and see the land of 1,000 ass cracks. So, it's
the land of neckbeards.
the land of neckbeards.
But yeah, so I mean that'll be whatever they do, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hopefully, if they can, keep it. Just give me the game reveals. That's all I want anyway. Ooh, my cat group. I can go sell them for death runes now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. I need that, and then I need that. But so that was
Alright.
kind of that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
good.
you told me there's things on RuneScape that we need to talk
There
about.
are
So what is it?
There are lots of things. Lots of big juicy updates. There was just a poll recently. Are you ready for this hot news drop? I don't think you're prepared.
My pants are prepared to drop. Let's do
They
it.
are upgrading the settings menu.
Oh shit! What?
So apparently, I don't know. It's one of the little minor details. Basically, that's what it was. So when you when you're like in the Grand Exchange, I wouldn't know about this because I'm an Iron Man. But when you're in the Grand Exchange, you can now quickly search for items. The last searched item, you don't have to type it in if you're peak laziness, if your monster can is spilling all over your keyboard and you can't find the return key quick enough. You can just click it now and quickly get back to what you were searching for. You're welcome, Jagex. Some more garbage about crystal shards. Who cares? Content I can't access. Doesn't matter. Oh, burnt pages. You can.
Wow.
So when you do, have you ever done Winter Tot?
Yes.
Okay, so you now have a greater chance to get burnt pages.
I mean that's cool and all, but can you give me a greater chance to get the Phoenix?
No, unfortunately, it's because it's a pet, and Jagex hates pets.
God, they do. They like pet fights. That's what they want to introduce.
Oh, dude, freaking! I was all in for that April Fool's joke that they did. I was like, give me pet fighting. I don't care. I don't even have a pet. Just give me it. I was all in. But
I don't know how. I couldn't have been.
that was just some of the recent updates from this couple past days ago. When you're crafting now, you can now space key to select like multiple instead of having to click it every time when you're crafting, like when you're glass blowing.
Bro, finally.
So that's kind of nice. Kind of a little
Are
quality
you
of
joking?
life.
That took so long.
Dude, right? Some of this stuff is kind of like a big brain moment.
Yeah, like some of this is like, are you kidding? It took you this long.
I mean, it's
Like,
Jagex, dude. You gotta remember it's Jagex.
You're not wrong.
Isn't it strange how everyone has such a love-hate relationship with him?
It is, but it's not.
I think it's also kind of they bring it upon themselves. Like, I think they do it on purpose.
Well, I mean, think about when we were kids, right? Like, think about how terrible the customer,
Like service and stuff.
thank you, service, words.
I don't have a freaking 100
It was
coins.
awful. You couldn't get a hold of anyone to do anything. Like, if something happened to your account, you were screwed.
Right, like if someone hacked it, you were just out of luck.
You were. And even if, now, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, ban, you were botting, shit like that. I get that. And you're probably 95% of the time you're right. But there are times where people take your shit and then bot with it. And it happened to me a couple years back.
Yes, sir. I remember that because that was scary, man. We thought you were gone.
Yeah, I was mad. This is like years of my life just gone. And yeah, I wasn't about that. So I messaged them, I tweeted at them, and they actually answered my tweet
Streamer
before
luck.
they got back to me in the game.
Yeah, man. It's because you had that Twitch streamer luck.
At the time, I did. I mean, I was a little bit more consistent and stuff like that. But
Yeah, you don't see that too often with Jagex like giving accounts back, but you were like, it's so crazy because you were one of the few that were actually like wrongly, you weren't doing anything wrong.
yeah, and they even said so. They in their email they were like, yeah, we see that you actually weren't logged in from your IP. This can't be you. And it's like, thank you. Can you get that again? Can you send this to this whole
I
conversation?
want to
to me
frame
on,
it
like,
and
a
put it
plaque?
on my wall.
Yeah, like forget the golden gnome. I just want that.
Oh, dude, I would literally kill you for a golden gnome. No lie.
I mean, first off, rude.
I would.
Uh,
What would I get that for? Most bald RuneScape player of all time. No, most
Yeah,
jacked
most bald.
RuneScape player of all time.
that's not you.
Oh, it's not. Oh, who else?
No. Bro, have you seen like
I'll fight him.
Mammal? He's jacked,
He
bro.
he was. He hasn't for a long time, I don't think. But yeah, you're right. He was.
That's true. That's for Bodhi, bro. Bodhi's jacked.
Bodhi, really?
Yeah, Bodhi's pretty jacked, bro.
No, I'll
He's
fight
pretty,
Bodhi. I don't care.
I mean, I'll fight Bodhi. I don't even care.
So one other thing that's kind of actually interesting with the whole what should we call it since we can't talk about it? You know what I'm saying? What should what should our code word for it be?
Oh shit, I don't know.
The Game
You put me
Grumps
on
the Game Grumps use the Backstreet Boys tour. What should we use?
Bro, I don't know.
Okay, we'll
Chat,
just
help me out here. What's the name of this thing that we can't talk about?
we'll just call it the great I don't know, dude. It doesn't matter.
Babe, what did you call the thing going on right now?
It's probably
Booty
gonna...
paper crisis?
Okay, that's obvious though.
The booty paper pandemic. No, it's not. It's great.
So something Jagex is
what it's
doing to basically help affect, or not affect, but help, you know, kind of deal with that is they're hosting a tournament. They're calling it the 1v1 tournament, you know, because 1v1 me, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just like a big like battle. I think it's gonna be like a battle royale kind of. It says 512 skilled fighters from around the world will battle through regional qualifiers to stake their claim for supremacy. But only one will walk away as the champion of Gillianor in the grand final.
Excuse me, sir. Gelinor.
That's what I said.
Gillianor.
Whatever. It's got an L in there somewhere.
Oh my god.
But so it's a 1v1 tournament. It's a 3-day event, so I think it's gonna have like qualifiers, like semifinals, finals, all that stuff. Where it's gonna take place on April 17th to April 19th. Is that Easter? When is Easter? I feel like that's Easter.
First off, it's Zombie Jesus Day, and I don't know.
Let's see. So there's qualifiers for every single, like, you know, the European qualifiers, North America West. Each qualifier will have 128 participants, 512 worldwide. Each region will have their own bracket, and each bracket will run a single elimination. So it sounds like it's going to be kind of like Last Man Standing, or like maybe even a Dead Man mode. It's going to have different brackets. Players will sign up, and you have to basically get accepted into it. But I think all you have to do is like write your name or your account name down, and they'll like just pop you in.
Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I've never actually even seen that movie, but I've heard that meme.
Oh god.
Only the account used to sign up will be... So what are the rules? Here we go. Here are the rules. Are you ready for this? Sign-ups will occur on a first day... Okay, sorry. I thought someone stole my blue dragon. Any player found... Blah, blah, blah. This is just for signing up. Who cares? Okay, matches will take place within the Clan Wars arena. In between matches, players will have access to chests. So it sounds exactly like Last Man Standing. All matches will take place on the following no-save worlds. Oh, so I could join and I won't lose my hardcore status. Victors will move up in the bracket and face the winner of the adjacent bracket. The final 8 from each region will qualify for the grand finale. And then during the grand finale, rounds 1 and 2 will be played on participants' preferred worlds. So you get like a home field advantage. That's kind of cool.
Cool.
Wait. What does this mean? Jagex will intervene using game data in the event of any dispute. So like if it's a tie, Jagex will come in and just like banhammer you.
First off, they don't need to be interfering with shit, because the last time they did, everyone got killed with gas.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That seems like forever ago.
Yeah, they don't need to do shit. They can just sit their happy ass on the sidelines and fix shit as it happens.
So here's the juicy stuff. Here are the prizes. Mod Pips, apparently that's the mod head honcho, I don't freaking know. 6,000 European dollars will be shared by our charity. What is it? Euros? Charity partners.
Yeah, euros.
So first place gets $1,000 USD and a HyperX Ultimate Gaming Bundle. What does that mean? What do you think? What do you think that is?
HyperX Gaming Bundle?
HyperX Ultimate Gaming Bundle, dude.
Bro, you get one laptop, or you get one, not even laptop, you get a keyboard, a mouse, and a sweet, like, mouse pad, and that's all you get.
I bet you get a chair. I bet you get, like, a DXR chair or something.
Okay, that'd be dope. But, like,
Which, by the way, really quick, do you have a DXR racer chair?
I don't. I'm not a real gamer.
Aren't they like
They
super?
don't look comfortable.
They
look
don't,
comfortable.
right? You just blew any DXR sponsorship you're ever gonna get, though.
I mean, you're right, but like they don't look comfortable. They look terrible.
I think
they look like they would destroy your back.
I think like Alienware, it's like just the name probably.
That's probably true.
So first place gets $1,000 in the Ultimate Gaming Bundle. Maybe you get like some. Maybe you get like a case of Mountain Dew or something.
A case of Mountain Dew. Hell yeah.
Second place gets $500. Third place gets $250, and fourth place gets 1 year of old school membership.
Man, talk about a slap in the face.
How
Hey,
much-
good try. Get better at our game.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Play our game more, nerd. How much even is a year now? Do you know how much a year right off the top of your head costs?
Probably like $80. That sounds right.
5th to 16th place, good grief, gets 6 months of old school membership. In
No,
17th
fuck that. They get a pat on the back.
in
Like,
17th to 32nd place gets 3 months of old school.
Jesus.
So wait, this must
why?
this is just a tournament for old school? I figured there would be
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy. How can I watch the event? Twitch. I just saved you like 5 hours of reading.
Twitch, you're welcome.
Yeah.
There you go. You're done.
So thanks the old school esports team. That makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Esports
Old
and
school esports team.
RuneScape and esports should not be next to each other.
I agree with you. No, they shouldn't. Guys, hang on. Before we go any farther.
Okay.
Jagex. If you're listening to me, you're not a fucking esport.
But
Is your name
PvP.
fucking Fortnite? No. Shh. Is your name fucking Fortnite? It's not Fortnite.
But Bounty
Is your name-
Hunter.
CS:GO? Yeah, Bounty Hunter. Yeah, because that went over real well. Is your name CS:GO? Is your name Valorant?
Valorant. Dude, you were right, dude. I've seen that popping off on Twitch, man.
Let me tell you, Jagex.
Ooh, Rune Dagger. Nice.
You're fucking not. Come here. Let me get in real close.
Hey, remember, I like these guys. Be kind of nice to them, okay?
You're not an esport. Okay? I love you. Well, fuck you.
I love you like a child that I never had.
But really, like, no, what's wrong with them? Like, get out of here, guys.
Dude,
Don't try and be anything that you're not.
like, they just need to accept the nerdiness. They don't need to be an esport.
Like, World of Warcraft, I get it. You can be an esport.
Really?
The PvP in there is pretty technical, pretty advanced. It's a lot of shit going on. I get it. I respect it.
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
Really, though? RuneScape, you are a point-and-click adventure.
Yeah, but
That
you
is
got,
what
dude.
you are.
Okay, I'll be honest though. Watching some PvP streamers, like the clicking gets kind of intense.
That's true. I will give you that. But, like, overall, it is a point-and-click adventure. That is what you do.
It is a game designed for finding GFs.
Is it? Is that what it's designed for?
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. I found like 15, even though I am Gro.
Bro, you are a RuneScape pimp.
I am, dude. So actually, speaking of, I was bringing up RuneScape 3, or is it called? Okay, really quick, I want to settle that debate. Is it called RuneScape 3, or what do you call it? Is it just RuneScape?
RS3.
It's just
I call it RS3.
okay. They released a new skill, like actually just really recently. Did you see that?
I didn't. What is it?
It's called archaeology.
Oh my god, they're fired.
I have no idea what it is or what it entails.
What do you mean you don't know what it is? You go and you dig bones up.
But that sounds so stupid.
That is exactly why I said they're fired.
But yeah, I just saw that, dude. I mean, go cool, I guess. Archaeology. If you want to be a paleontologist, you can be Ross off Friends.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and go dig up this boner.
It's really funny. Actually, I thought it was a joke, and it might actually be, but I'm pretty sure it was like a serious poll. But like for old school RuneScape, they were talking about sailing as a skill.
Oh, stop.
Did you know? I don't know if it was a meme, but I think it was like a real thing.
That was a meme.
I don't know, man.
That was a meme.
You can keep telling yourself that, but I don't know if it is.
It was a goddamn meme. And you will not convince me otherwise.
All right, dude. So that was some of the just like the stuff that's happening right now, kind of as the relief for COVID. I mean, the booty paper massacre.
Yeah, there you go.
So every month, Jagex releases the Gillianor Gazette, and April's just released today, which basically, like we talked about last time they did this, which was probably a couple of grinds ago, which sounds like a coffee company's slogan. It's basically just like what they talk about, things that they're doing upcoming, things they're working on, and projects. Obviously, this month is going to be a little different because they're all kind of stuck at home and not able to work on as much as we saw last episode with the Easter event, which was still great. I stand by today.
Easter event was awful. No. You could die on that hill alone.
You get to be a little bunny rabbit.
Yeah, like every other Easter event.
No, but you don't understand, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
So the big one in this one they're talking about is more stuff working on the hallowed sepulcher. Why are words so hard, man?
Are you the one drinking? I can't tell.
I should be good at this. So basically more Darkmire / more Tanya expansions. Here's what I'm just going to kind of highlight some of the things they said because they said it a lot better than I can. The sudden shift to working from home has unsurprisingly had an impact on development. I don't know why I'm giving it this nerd voice. But work continues to progress on the Vampire Citadel of Darkmire and the accompanying quest, Sins of the Father, which they've been working on forever now, it feels like. Which is, I think, going to just... What was the last thing they just did? Oh, the Nightmare boss. The Nightmare of Avashishima.
That I'll let you get away with.
Which, have you done that boss yet?
Nope.
You need to play this game. You're bad at this.
Bro, I am busy playing World of Warcraft.
Oh, gosh.
And Rainbow Six.
What a diverse, really quickly, just what a diverse two group of games you play.
I mean, yeah, I do.
World of Warcraft and Rainbow Six Siege.
Look, man, I play what I want when I want, okay? Dude, I will not be tied down.
Clearly. You know what? You keep it fresh. I appreciate that.
Exactly.
But, I mean, I hate more Tanya, but, I mean, if they make it good, great. I don't know, man. So, obviously, this has been a topic for a long time now. The high scores have been still broken, which is hilarious to me that they have not gotten these things fixed.
I can't believe they haven't fixed high scores.
I know. I don't know what their freaking deal is or what the problem is. Like, how can... I mean, what do I know? I'm no designer. I'm no coder. I don't know, man, but it's the high scores, dude. Fix it.
That's actually insane. I can't believe it's still broken.
The load times of the high score system has been drastically improved. To do this, we had to increase the minimum requirement to get into a boss high score table. So no longer will you be on the high scores for killing one, Cal Fight Queen. You're going to have to kill a few more to be able to actually show up now, unfortunately. Your 2 Dagonoth King kills aren't going to get you on the leaderboards anymore, buddy.
Yeah, my 2. You mean, let's try my 50,000.
Dude, the only boss I've killed on this account is the Hesporian. Wintertot's technically considered a boss, so I'm going to take that.
You would.
And we'd like to decrease the kill count requirement over time, particularly for Zuck. Mark Zuckerberg? That's
Zuckerberg.
That's the Inferno guy.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Here's what Daddy's excited about. We've already made... Well, actually, I'm excited about it, but at the same time, I'm deeply not excited about it. We've already made great progress in the design for the next league, which is thankfully not called the Twisted League. It's just called they're still labbing the name. Something the team is all super excited about. They learned a lot from the Twisted League, apparently, which, I don't know. We feel the second league will address a lot of the pain points we heard about in the feedback. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know what people had to complain about exactly. I mean, maybe besides just the fact that it sucked. I don't know. I mean, it was fine. I just,
It sucked.
I would like to know. I wish they gave us like a hint at what they were planning on doing, though, because I'm so curious as to where or what it's going to be revolving around.
Well, it's going to be revolving around RuneScape.
Oh, dude, you're right. What if that was the thing? Like, you're like, okay, this league, it's RuneScape 3. Yeah, they play like a whole new game. I would hate that.
That'd be awful.
You said you're going to participate in this one, aren't you?
I'm going to try. It just really depends on the release of some other games.
Oh, yeah, but everything's getting pushed back, so you're going to have time. Don't worry.
Well, no. The New World is a MMO that's coming out that I really want to try.
The New World?
It's called The New World, yeah, and I'm really excited to try it. It looks like it's basically a classless MMO, so it looks pretty good.
What does that even mean? A classless MMO?
So basically, it's basically very similar to RuneScape, where you get to pick what you want to do.
Oh, okay.
And
See,
just do it.
I gotcha. When does that come out? That sounds cool.
I want to say April.
Oh, hey, it's April right now. Try again,
No,
nerd.
May.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought it was April. No, it's definitely May. It's like mid-May.
So, I mean, dope. Maybe we should play it together on the freaking channel.
I mean, we totally could if your PC can handle it.
You see me playing RuneScape right now, dude?
I mean, you're right. It is a pretty demanding game.
Right? Clearly, I have it in windowed mode right now.
Ooh.
But so yeah, I'm super excited for the next league. Mainly, not to play it, but just for the content and the views, baby. So
The views.
that'll be dude. That's what got me started. That's what got me going on my last channel. So
Was that it?
That was when I started like seeing like actual like numbers and like, which is actually crazy. I think I talked about this before in an episode on my show, not maybe on the grind, but like I had almost 1,000 on my last channel, and I only have like about 40 right now, and I'm getting the same amount of views because like everybody that wasn't, all those like were mostly like bots or like just dead accounts, so I'm still getting similar amount of views, which is cool. But I'm excited to actually get actual interaction. So another thing they're talking about here is early game improvement. So we talked about this once before, quite a while ago. Essentially, they're releasing like more tutorials other than just Tutorial Island. So when you get like fresh off of Tutorial Island, you get thrown into the world. It's apparently very overwhelming for a lot of new players, which I mean makes sense. There's like, how would you know where to start in this freaking game if you didn't play it beforehand? Yeah. And they're calling it like the Gatherer path, so it'll kind of train you and tell you how to train your skills up to a certain level. Like I think it gives you a path to like level 5 or 10 in each of like, this one's the Gatherer skill, so I would think that's like probably like mining and fishing and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting for newer players, I think.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that won't be too bad.
They have one.
A really good idea.
I think so too. They have one for the combat like skill trees already. It kind of teaches you how to deal the basics with combat and like like the trees, like which one's better than other. Like attack versus magic range, and so I think they're just trying to make it easier for newcomers because understandably so, there's a lot in this game, and if I hadn't played this game for years of my life, I know I would have no idea where to begin. I don't know what I'm doing now, and I've played it for years.
Right.
So
it's one of those things where like you either make the choice to watch how a YouTuber or somebody played it, or I mean you played it years ago and you know what you're doing. That's really it. Like you got to make your choice.
I kind of compare it to I kind of compare it very loosely to like something like Skyrim. You get thrown into that world and there's just so much, like how do you know where to go or where to begin, and you kind of just make your own thing up as you go.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not entirely sure what you want to do, but you find it eventually.
Yeah, you kind of just exactly. You just kind of make your own pathway.
Mhm.
So that's cool. That is apparently kind of down the road as they're down in the lockdown. The main thing they're working on right now is the Darkmire expansion. That should be noted really quickly. That's what's coming next. All this stuff afterwards is just stuff they're in the back burners, and progress is very slow on some of these things because their Jagex is all at home.
Yeah.
So after that, they're talking about clans, which does not interest me at all, but I mean, maybe it interests you a little bit. They've finished work up on the port core of the clan system to old school, a major milestone for the project apparently. Oh, and then once the work is completed on a bounty hunter, that's when they're going to start working on that.
Yeah, okay.
So, never.
If I could back up real quick.
Please.
I had someone in chat. They were talking about the PS5 controller real quick. They were saying that it has nice specs, but the coloring is weird. However, the coloring does make for some really nice templates for customization and stuff like that. So, I agree.
Right.
The controller, like we were saying, I don't know if you were around, Brett, when we were talking about it, but the controller looks fantastic. I think it looks good. It looks like it's gonna feel good in my hands. Like it doesn't look tiny. It doesn't look like it was made for Japanese man hands.
Okay.
They have small hands. That's the consensus. But the coloring, you're right, because I'm not a big fan of the coloring, the white. But you're right. It looks like I could send it to someone, have it painted, or they're probably going to be able to make, different colors and.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely.
Different
They're gonna have different color schemes than just the white one. 100%.
The DualSense name is kind of odd still.
It's funny. There's actually a bunch of people that are betting, like taking bets that they're gonna just name it the DualShock 6.
I hope so.
But yeah, because like you said this in Discord. Like, what is the DualSense? What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Yeah. What is this?
What is it sensing?
What do you mean?
It senses when you need to take a break because you've been gaming too hard.
Bro.
Could you imagine if it just shuts off? It's like, you've been gaming for too many hours, bye, and it just turns off.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right. The PS4 controller is vastly different. So I can understand where some people are going to be like, oh, it's so different that they may not like it. But I think the biggest drawback of the PS4, and we talked about this earlier, but it was their controller. I think the controller was always too small. So I think it's good that they're taking some of that feedback and making it into something that feels like it'll be good. It looks like it'll be better for a majority of people. So,
dude, in all honesty, I can't remember like the last time I held a controller and was like, this, I can't physically use this, It's always been, doable.
I can. The Wii controller.
Oh, well, that's a stick, though. That doesn't count.
It doesn't matter. It was counted as a controller.
I mean, I guess so. That's why they came out with the Pro controller, and it was just like a Sega Genesis controller. But you're right. That's a fair point, I guess.
Exactly.
But
shoulder buttons though sounds so nice. Yeah, they do. They do sound nice.
I do think the controller, color aside, looks good though. Like the shape and whatnot, the curves.
Yeah, the curves.
I think that looks pretty good, so I'm excited about that. Now we just need to see the Xbox controller, but like you said, and the Xbox One controller is very, very similar to the Xbox 360 controller. So I think they're gonna go with the, if it's not broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, why would you change it? You know, why would you make it look sleeker, make it look shinier, make more LEDs pop out? Shiny. I don't care. But like, why would you do anything else?
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna go too crazy because why change perfection?
Yeah, because it is literally the superior. It has been the superior controller for ever, and maybe that'll change now.
I will say I never had an original Xbox, but that controller was pretty dang beefy.
That controller was pretty beefy. You're right.
But
I'll agree with that.
I don't know if it's bad or not though, because I've never actually held one in my hands.
Maybe that's something we could talk about at some point. Is the design of all the different. Because let's be honest, the Nintendo 64 controller was designed after
a what?
A grappling hook.
Oh, really? All I know is that when
that's actually true, but it looks like it.
All I know is that when you played Mario Party, it burned a hole in your hand from the freaking controller stick.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're coming to the close of our grind here, boys and girls, already, unbelievably enough. But we got a couple more things to run over with the RuneScape Gazette real quick for April. Let me just finish banking my stuff, and I'll get back out to the Tavern Lake dungeon. I got too much loot. Hold on. I'm over encumbered, boys. Boom, boom, boom. Air runes. Okay. So let's see. Oh, here's something I have not heard this name for century. The group Iron Man, which is still, I think, the worst thing in the world, but whatever, I guess. Group Iron Man will be built on the same infrastructure as clans, so unfortunately they're not going to be able to move forward with that project until Clans is finished, which this is so far down the pipeline at this point, who knows when this stuff is going to come out. The good news, they say, this is Jagex saying this, the good news is that although there's still some refinement to do, we've established the core elements of the design, and they've also started to work on the high scores to support Group Iron Man. Again, I mean, if that's your thing, if Group Iron Man is something you're excited about, great. To me, it just kind of defeats the whole purpose, because, like, Iron Man are supposed to be you're alone. That's the whole point of the Iron Man. Why do it with a friend? I don't understand if you're going to do that. Just have a regular account, like I said. Whatever. If it's something you're into, dope. So they're working on that. Very, very far down the line, but they're working on that. Another thing they kind of touch on after that is the Kingdom Divided, which is the next Corned quest. Which, have you done any of the Corned quests at all?
I haven't, because I'm a terrible RuneScape gamer.
That is true, but it's not also all your fault, because Corned is just an awful place in general. I mean,
I feel like you're biased.
I am biased, but the questing it's whatever. But I think it's gonna tie all of those because there's like 5 little quests in Corrin right now that kind of just explains. I've talked about this before. It kind of just explains like each house in Corrin, and I think this quest is gonna kind of bring all that together. So it'll be interesting to see if it's gonna be like a big deal or not. It said that this is Jagex again speaking. It says the quest is the storyline is still in the very early stages of design. Right now, they're coming up with rewards, which include a new selection of powerful spells. So I don't know if it's gonna bring in a new spellbook, maybe, or just maybe add on to the Arceus spellbook. It'll be dope to see. Maybe it'll be the new ancient magic spell.
I wonder if they'll add new attack spells, because I mean the ones that they have now currently are bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be more like lunar stuff, like interesting things like that.
I think the lunar spellbook could use some sprucing up, to be honest.
That's one of the spellbooks I've very rarely ever used because I've only ever done lunar diplomacy once. So I mean, honestly, I don't even know. I know that you can like fertilize your plants and like you can like.
Well, that's the problem, right? You've only used it a few times. That's the issue. Why would you use it when you could literally do all that with almost little to no issue?
Well, I think the whole point is like convenience. It's like good for like training your skills quickly. That's about it, I think.
I guess, but really it's meh.
So one of the next things they talk about is something I'm really excited about actually is achievements for PVMing, because I'm a big achievement guy here, and they're concepting ways to kind of make, they say high level players, but I'm gonna put myself in that category as well, to where they can challenge themselves with fiendishly tough restrictions on boss fights, which again I haven't done many boss fights.
You don't do that.
I will though. I promise.
Yeah, whatever.
So like some of their examples are completing the Inferno in under 70 minutes, which I've only ever even done the fight caves one time, or at least one at one time. So, or kill the giant mole without taking damage. It'll be interesting to see some of the things and some of the ways they spin that on, like. I don't know, maybe like killing the Calphite Queen without using a ranged weapon or something. I like collecting things. I like I'm a big collectathon kind of guy, so to see like a diary or maybe a log that has all the things I've conquered throughout RuneScape, like the achievement diaries. I really like the achievement diaries that we have now, even though some of them are freaking impossible, but I still like the concept.
I just think you're bad.
I mean, I might be bad, but I'm getting better? ?
I mean,
I haven't died yet. I got farther than I thought I ever would, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait for the day that you die, and then you make...
I make what? My crying video of me e-begging online?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll happen. It's gonna be a good episode. I'm gonna cut.
I know it will.
I'm gonna. I mean, that's why I need to get a face cam, man, so you can see my reaction. Oh, here's something you're gonna like: account security and login issues. We were talking about this last episode. The ongoing service attacks, aka DDoS login issues, that are impacting other projects. They're coming up with long-term solutions, apparently, and they're just kind of all they say is they're reviewing what they can do to help players in the short term. Stay tuned. Essentially, we don't know what the frick to do.
Yeah, that's really what I'm hearing is we don't actually know what we're going to do, but we're going to try.
We're being attacked. Help us. Help us. I think it comes down to just, nobody's there at the freaking office. No one's at Jagex HQ to fix the problem.
That's true. Like, no one's there. Why? I mean, you can't expect them to fix stuff if no one's there, right?
Yeah. And then they kind of talk about PvP a little bit. All they say here is, we've made changes to the bounty hunter proposal. You can find it here. AKA, they don't want to talk about it anymore because, again, I don't know what to do. And then finally, they wrap it up with talking about Soul Wars, which was apparently a minigame in RS3 that I don't remember. Do you remember anything about that?
I do. It was good.
What was it? Do you remember right off the top of your head?
Kinda. It's hard to explain, though.
Okay. It says that the community response was hugely positive, so apparently it was good. They're currently working on turning that prototype into a playable chunk of content. They're investigating what changes should be made. Doesn't really go much into much detail, but it sounds like they're working on it. So it sounds like it's good. It went over well with the populace of RuneScape, so looking forward to Soul Wars in the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's literally it, too.
Now, okay, this is the last thing they're talking about, and this is something I'm actually really excited about. Not the settings interface. I already talked about that. They're changing the way you can move the settings. Great, who cares? This is the big stuff. So they're talking about, okay, what's the worst or one of your least favorite skills in the game?
Farming.
No, farming is good.
Oh. Rune crafting.
Okay, rune crafting, yes, but not that one. What's the other one that we hate to train the most that's super click intensive and boring?
Literally all of them.
Agility. Agility, they're coming out with an agility minigame, which is going to be in the new Hollowed Sepulchre.
Sepulchre.
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, Manchi, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Nice to see you.
So it's going to be, I don't know exactly what it is. It's going to be some sort of take on agility. I think it's going to be like an obstacle course, but where you can like actually die and like, it's like not a safe minigame. But the rewards, you're going to like this. You can dye your graceful to a darker, scarier color. So you can get all emo and gothic up in this bitch. Yeah.
To be a thick goth girl?
Yeah. Get this. Okay, you know the agility pet, the squirrel?
Yeah, bro, I love the squirrel.
So you can get an item, and guess what it's called? It's called the Dark Nut. And it turns your squirrel...
Right, first off, that's racist.
It turns your squirrel all dark and spooky.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get the pet first, but...
No, fuck that. Fuck all of that. But, like, if I hated myself, that'd be what I'd do.
Exactly, baby. You're good to go. That's pretty much all of the big stuff they talked about. A lot of RuneScape news this episode, but that was going to be, they released a bunch. This first of the month is always jam-packed full of Jagex and the Jagex and the gang talking about what they're going to be doing in the next. I mean, all of this stuff is so far down the road. So, I mean, like, just remember, it's just, this is just what they're working on. But we're going to wrap up this episode of The Grind, boys and girls. We always do. I can never come up with a good outro. Go ahead and plug your freaking Twitch channel, Necro, one more time. It's been like an hour since you did that.
Oh, yeah, a whole hour. It's twitch.tv/NecroCircus. That's NecroCircus with a 0.
You're streaming tonight, right? And all weekend, or like?
I'm going to stream. I'm trying to get back on the grind a little bit, streaming a little bit more. I've been slacking off, so it's time to get back onto it.
Slacking and jacking.
Slacking and jacking.
What are you going to be playing tonight?
Tonight, we're probably going to head on some Rainbow Six, maybe a little bit of Realm Royale to mix it up a bit.
Whoa, the Fortnite killer.
I don't know about that. It's fun to play, that's for damn sure.
Is that the one with like the pickaxes or what, like the bows and arrows?
That one has like it's basically an RPG version of a
Fortnite
battle royale. It's really cool. I'll probably play it first until I get a full squad for Rainbow.
Speaking of Rainbow, really quick, is that zombie expansion out for it yet?
That's not an expansion. I think that's a whole standalone.
Oh, like a standalone game almost?
Kinda, I think. I'm not sure, though. I know it's not out, but...
Quarantine, which is very aptly named.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty good. Maybe,
Dude, that could be something.
This is just one big old, like, advertisement.
Advertisement for the end of the world.
Yeah, bro, why not?
Well, that'll be cool, dude. I'll definitely stop by and watch you play that, but there was one other thing I wanted to talk to you about really quickly, and it's very, very important.
That leads me to believe that it's not very important.
It should make you believe that I have to kill 2 minutes before the end of the episode, so I'm trying to stall.
I mean, it definitely does that.
So you're going to be streaming, like, you're going to try to get back on your schedule of Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
I think I may try Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, here's my question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you A big brain gamer, or B, a small stinky gamer?
Small stinky brain?
Yeah. What? I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? Is that a meme?
I'm a small stinky brain.
Does it mean you have like a small like pee-pee, or just like, is it literal? I mean, I don't want to.
I mean, it can be whatever you want it to mean.
I don't want it to mean anything.
That's what it sounds like.
All right, I've stalled long enough. Boys and girls, thanks for watching. Whoa, I didn't even say what episode this was. Is this episode 10? Did we hit a decade old already?
Something like that. I don't know. You're getting bad at this. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I didn't even say the number at all this time. I'm pretty sure it was 10 because last episode I was like, it's number 9 because it rhymed, and I made a whole big thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or did I do too much LSD since then?
That's probably true too.
So I think this is episode 10. Sorry I didn't announce that at the beginning of the episode, boys and girls, but thanks for watching it anyway. We will see you next time, same place, every Thursday. We're freaking cranking it out. Stay home, guys, and stay safe. don't go outside unless you absolutely
Wash
have
your
to.
damn hands.
Yep, wash your hands. Don't touch anything. Don't even touch yourself, unless you're home alone. Then you can do whatever you gotta do. We'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Boys and girls, until next time, bye.
Bye.